In a quiet suburban town, tucked between tree-lined streets and white-fenced yards, there lived a teenage girl named Luna and a retired K-9 named Bear. Their bond wasn't forged by playtime or puppyhood, but by pain, protection, and purpose. This isn't just a story about a dog and a girl. This is a story about how one broken soul saved another. Luna was 16, smart, artistic, and quiet. Ever since the accident that took her father, a local police officer, Luna had changed. Her once vibrant smile became rare, her sketches darker, her voice quieter. She barely spoke to her mom. She didn't have friends. And every day at school felt like walking through a storm of whispers and judgment. He was the only one who understood me. He wasn't just my dad, he was my best friend, she would think often. Her father had died in the line of duty 6 months ago. Since then, everything fell apart. But something unexpected was about to enter her life. A four-legged soldier who had once served beside her father. One afternoon, Luna came home from school, shoulders slumped, earbuds in, the weight of the world on her back. As she stepped into the living room, she stopped in her tracks. Sitting there, calm, strong, alert, was a German shepherd. "Luna, this is Bear," her mother said gently. "He was your dad's K-9 partner. They served together for 5 years. Bear was retired after the incident. The department thought it was only right that he come home to us." Luna's eyes widened. She stared at Bear. Bear stared back, his eyes wise, steady, and full of something Luna hadn't seen in a long time, understanding. He didn't wag his tail. He didn't rush over. He just watched her, as if he knew. That night, Luna found herself sitting on the floor beside Bear, her hand resting on his fur, silent. "You miss him too, huh?" she whispered. From that moment, Bear followed Luna everywhere. He waited by the door when she left for school. He sat by her feet when she drew in her sketchbook. He curled up beside her when she cried into her pillow. Bear became a shadow, a protector, a friend. At school, nothing changed. The same group of girls laughed behind her back. Someone started calling her dead girl's daughter. One day, someone spray-painted a cruel message on her locker. The school promised to investigate. But Luna didn't expect anything. She came home and collapsed beside Bear. "Nothing," she mumbled to her mom when asked what was wrong. But Bear knew. He stood beside her bed that night, stiff, alert, guarding her through her nightmares. The next morning, Luna asked her mom, "Can Bear walk with me to school?" Her mom hesitated, then nodded. "Just to the gate." It was a cloudy Friday. As Luna approached the school gate, the same group of girls were waiting. "Look!" She brought her babysitter, one of them laughed. But Bear didn't flinch. He stood beside Luna, tail still, eyes locked on the girls. Then, just once, he let out a low, rumbling growl. Not a threat. A warning. The girls backed off immediately. Luna didn't say a word. She walked into school, this time, her chin was just a little higher. Later that week, Luna was looking through her dad's old police trunk. She wasn't sure what she was searching for, just a connection. Tucked beneath folded uniforms and medals, she found a folder. Inside were letters. Some to her mom. summed her. Her hands trembled as she opened one. "If anything ever happens to me, I want Bear to watch over you. He's more than just a dog. He's family. And Luna, never forget how brave you are. Keep drawing. Keep dreaming." Tears rolled down her cheeks. She sat on the floor reading every word, her hand gripping Bear's fur. He lay beside her, still and calm. "You're doing what he wanted," she whispered. "You're keeping me safe." Something changed after that night. Luna began drawing again. Not dark sketches, but light-filled ones. She drew Bear with her dad's police badge. She drew herself smiling for the first time in months. She joined the school art club. She met a girl named Maya, who had lost her mom to cancer. Together, they started a project called Art for Heroes, drawing portraits of first responders and their dogs. Bear went with her to every event. People began to notice him. Kids at school stopped avoiding Luna. Some even asked to pet Bear. One afternoon, Bear started barking at the window, deep, frantic. Luna looked up, startled. A man was outside, trying to pry open the back door. Alone, Luna froze. Bear didn't. He lunged at the door, barking furiously. The man panicked and ran. Within minutes, the police arrived. Turns out, the man had a criminal record. "Your dad would be proud," one officer said. Bear did exactly what he was trained to do. "He saved me," Luna whispered. "Just like Dad would've." Luna began speaking at school assemblies about courage and grief. She brought Bear with her, sitting proudly by her side as she told their story. "He was my dad's partner. Now, he's mine. He's not just a dog. He's my best friend." Time passed. Seasons changed. Luna got accepted into an art program at a local college. She kept volunteering at the animal shelter. Bear, now older, walked slower but stayed close. One summer morning, Luna woke up to find Bear struggling to stand. His breathing was labored. His eyes met hers, still sharp, still loving. "It's okay, Bear," she whispered, laying beside him. "You can rest now." He passed peacefully, under the big oak tree in their backyard. Luna buried him there, with her dad's badge tucked beside him. She planted wildflowers around the spot and visited often. A year later, Luna adopted a rescued German shepherd named Echo. He was younger, energetic, and full of life, but something in his eyes reminded her of Bear. "You've got big shoes to fill," she smiled. "But I think Bear would have liked you." As Luna walked Echo past the oak tree one evening, she paused and placed a hand on the trunk. The wind rustled the leaves. The wildflowers swayed. And for the first time in a long time, she felt whole. Because once, there was a dog named Bear, who never left her side.